Hey everybody, Justin Cener here. This is going to be a great video. This is basically my entire business plan for my Shopify print-on-demand wedding brand. And of course the niche is going to be weddings or marriages or getting married, getting engaged, bridesmaids, groomsmen, wedding party, all that great stuff. And I'm going to show you everything, literally start to finish. We're going to build this store live right in this video. Start to finish, you're going to see everything from branding to products, print on demand, strategy, marketing, everything. We're going to do it all right in this video, and we're going to jump right into it. And the first thing that we need to talk about is really why I love this niche so much, right? We're talking about the wedding niche or the marriage niche, and it's so easy to advertise to. I'm always thinking a step forward or further when I'm, thinking about niches, not just about products, right? We can come up with tons and tons of great print-on-demand product ideas, and we'll talk about that. Tons of different print-on-demand product ideas for this niche. But even easier is going to be the marketing. The Facebook ads, the Instagram ads, the YouTube ads, the influencer ads, the content marketing, the advertorials. The audience is very, very easy to find. And another great thing about the audience is they're often buying multiple products, right? They're buying products for the bride and the groom. They're buying products for all the groomsmen, all the bridesmaids, the in-laws, right? All the attendees, bachelor party, bachelorette party. There are so many different things, right? Engagements. So many different things that are tied to this niche with very, very easy marketing. Personalized products are also in huge demand here, which means we're going to have a higher price tag for a lot of our products. If we combine all of that, right, and the idea that people are always buying gifts before, during, after weddings, before, during, after engagements, before, during, after anniversaries, right? We could hit all of these different targeting styles, which are very easy. I'm going to show you them inside Facebook ads, Instagram ads, for example. Tie that in with the personalization, the higher price tag, and the fact that people will buy multiple quantity at once. And we have a very, very healthy niche, and one that I've done quite well in personally. And I've had a couple students that have gone into this niche as well. They've also done well because of the fact that, great products, definitely, but even easier marketing. So really overall idea is that we're going to build a print-on-demand store that is going to feature personalized products and your traditional print-on-demand, and really dial it in with the exact type of targeting and marketing that we can go after and creating products specifically for those audiences, right? Having those hyper-specific products, bachelorette parties, bachelor parties, groomsmen, right? Personalizing the names or the dates or colors on these products. All the different print-on-demand products we could personalize as well. And that's really why there's such a big opportunity here, right? Lots of great products, personalization, really easy marketing. And the entire start to finish strategy, which you're going to see here, is obviously picking a niche. We've already done that, right? The wedding niche, the marriage niche. I know for a fact personally that it is a very profitable niche. We need to talk about print-on-demand product supplier. We need to talk about our catalog, right? We need to set up our store. More importantly, we need to brand our store. We really need to have a trustworthy brand here, a high quality, a nice looking brand. When people are buying things in the wedding niche or the marriage niche or the engagement niche, right? We're often seeing really, really nice imagery, strong colors, really trustworthy sites, sharp, clean, right? We need to make sure that we're on point for the niche and the brand that we're in. That means color scheme, logo, entire look and feel, right? We need to hit that really well in order for us to profit in this niche. And then of course, marketing, right? We'll talk about all the different marketing styles that we're going to go here, predominantly Facebook, Instagram ads, content marketing, advertorials. Those are going to be the top three sources or mediums for us to do marketing. But really what we want to have is a huge catalog of products that anyone involved in any stage of a wedding, whether it's an engagement, planning for a wedding, buying wedding gifts, afterwards, honeymoon, anniversaries, any stage, we should have tons and tons of product options. And the great part about print on demand is that we don't need to ever take any inventory. We don't need to bring anything in-house. And we can even personalize these products. For example, putting the bride and groom's names on the product, putting the groomsmen's names on a product, putting the wedding date on a product. We could do all that print on demand as well, meaning, long story short, we're never going to have any inventory. We're never going to touch any inventory, buy any inventory up front. We're not going to need to do any fulfillment or shipping. That happens all automatically with print on demand. And that's why print on demand is the best business model that's out there. What we're doing is applying print on demand in Shopify together with this really hot niche, the wedding and marriage niche. So on top of our print on demand products, and we'll have a lot of them, we're going to have the ability for customers to personalize these products as well and really create that huge catalog that, like I said, can answer the needs for anyone looking for wedding gifts, engagement gifts, anniversary gifts, anywhere along that timeline before, during, or after the wedding. So we're really going to be a one-stop shop for anyone that is buying gifts for an engagement party, a wedding, a bridal shower, a wedding, a honeymoon, an anniversary, anything like that. And we'll never have to worry about inventory concerns, of course, because we're doing it all with print on demand. So let's actually go over the shoulder now, and we're going to get started and actually build this brand. It does not exist. We're going to do everything from setting up the store, branding, integrating the print on demand, integrating the personalization for print on demand. Then we'll even do some marketing as well. So let's go over the shoulder. First things first, head on over to shopify.com/CENER. You get a 14-day free trial. Again, shopify.com/CENER. And what I'm doing right now is just basically filling in the 14-day free trial that you get when you use my link. And I've sped up this video so we can go over it pretty quickly. But I'm going into my Shopify dashboard and I'm going into the theme editor. And as you see here, we have the debut theme installed. And we have the theme editor allows us to literally edit everything inside of the theme, whether it's banner text or banner imagery. We could even use stock imagery. We could add sections. We could remove sections. Basically what we need to do is take a look at what's out there in the wedding niche and figure out what type of layout we're going to go with for our site. What type of color scheme, what type of logo is going to work, what type of products work. This is all about niche research, competitor research. You basically want to live inside the niche. And of course, I've sped this up. I'm just showing you real quick. Just doing some basic research, basic color scheming, basic kind of niche research to understand what's out there in the niche. And you see that there are so many different wedding websites. Always want to find all the big ones. Wedding Wire, definitely a big one. The Knot is a big one. And we say, okay, we're going to take what we learned, and now we're going to build a site, a layout, through this Shopify theme editor without ever needing any code. And what I'm doing here is really focusing on product on the homepage. This is what I've seen in all the other sites that we looked at. And basically, I'm creating a section or multiple sections that have this little header image, call it a feature image, and then a featured collection. Basically, all I'm doing is creating a little layout here that has a banner image and then product. Banner image and then product. I'm also going to show collection list, which is basically just a list of different categories. And again, I know I'm going through this quickly, but I don't want this to be something all about setup. Now I'm coming over here to place it. This is place.justincener.com. You can see the link in the description. And we need to go ahead and create a logo. So I've typed in wedding and I've found a couple different logos that are out there that I like. And you see that you could literally just customize the name, the text, the color, the icon. I'm doing all of this right inside of Place It. Again, place.justincener.com. We're going with Down the Aisle as our store name. And you see I'm creating different logos here. I'm going to end up picking this one because I think this one just looks the best. Really like the font style that they have on here. Always go for a horizontal based logo as well. So I've saved that from Place It. Now I'm simply uploading it into my store. Again, no code required. I could change the width, I could change the size, the alignment, all that great stuff. And I've landed over here. I'm turning on the announcement bar. This is a great place to kind of put some marketing messaging or promotional messaging like perfect wedding gifts. And a big thing here, you see I'm matching the colors. Okay, very important. Okay, I'm matching the exact shade of pink. It's called the hex code. And you want to match everything in terms of your buttons. You see I changed the buttons to pink, changing the lines to pink. I'm changing the background colors to pink. So you see the idea here. We're really starting to define our brand. We could change the font if we want. I don't really want to. We could add our social media icons. We literally just copy and paste our social media links. You'll see them shown up in the bottom of your theme in the footer. And again, we can customize the colors of the checkout page. We can customize the logo of the checkout page. Not much that we could do with checkout, but we're basically running through all the different settings here on the theme panel. Now we're setting up the banner sections. And again, we're going to come back to Place It. And this time I've typed in bachelorette. You could type in bachelor party, groom, bride, wedding, and you'll see all these different mock-ups. And these are perfect for banners. And the cool part about Place It is that you could literally put your print-on-demand design files directly on the models. So we're going to have a banner that consists of people actually wearing our shirts. Incredibly powerful for marketing. That's why I use Place It. Again, place.justincener for that trial link in the description. Not only can you make logos, but you could do these awesome mock-ups. So I've created this little banner. You can see I could change the colors. I could, of course, change the designs. And now I'm downloading that image. And I'm going to come back over here and upload it directly into my theme. I could change the vertical alignment to make sure that it looks all nice. I could change the sizing. I could change the heading, of course. I could change the button and, create where the button goes. So now we have a little Shop Now button. And no code, no programs, nothing hard to do here. Now I'm setting my featured collection. We have different sections over here that we've created, right? Again, more banner area, right? So we're going to have all these different sections, and I could change the size. I could change the alignment, right? We're going to say, okay, we have banner and then product. Banner and then product. So we'll do bridesmaids gifts, right? We'll do bachelor party gifts. We'll do bachelorette party gifts. We'll do gifts for the bride, gifts for the groom, right? We have all these different abilities to create as many product sections as we want on the homepage. We can create an infinite amount. And the reason that we're doing this is that we did niche research and we saw almost all brands really focus on showcasing lots of product right on the homepage. So that's what I'm doing here. I still have a few more kind of branding sections like that image area, which we'll create a little mock-up for. I have a little 3 icon area that we'll add in some trust icons for. But what I'm really doing here is just rearranging and creating that alignment and homepage that we want, right? Again, focus on products. And this might not be the case for every niche, right? You might see a lot more branding and lifestyle imagery in other niches, but we took a look at what is working in other themes, and we found that there are lots of popular products on the homepage. So we're doing that as well. Now what I'm doing is going over to flat icon, and I'm finding some icons. We're going to build our little 3 icon trust set. You see it right over here in this section. And I've grabbed those 3 images and I'm simply going to upload them. I'm going to give a little title for each as well, and I'm going to set them to be centered so everything looks nice. And this is really just all about trust. Really like to use icons that match my color scheme. So lucky I found that pink one. And now we can take a little preview of our site, right? Not a finished site by any means, still very empty. But you could see what we're going with, right? Products and featured image section. Okay, so what we're going to do here, create more mockups. Okay, we need that section over there to actually showcase a featured image. Well, what better image can we produce than one with people actually wearing our product? So I'm doing that again over here and place it, just giving all them different shirts, different colors, different designs. And these are real designs that I'll be offering in this store. So it really kind of takes the marketing to the next level. So I grab that image, I come down over here to the featured image section over here. I'm literally just going to add that image. Now I need to add some text to correspond with that image. And all we're doing is just adding more branding to our site. We're making our site way more trustworthy because we have these model mockups wearing our actual product. And they're so specific, they're in a bachelorette party kind of look. So we'll save that a little bit more to customize here. We need to have products. Right, so we're going to come over here and install our print-on-demand apps. We're going to be using 2 different apps. We're going to be using the Tsunami app, and we're also going to be using the Printful app. So we need to go to the App Store twice. Both of these apps are totally free to install. And this is going to allow us to not only create our normal print-on-demand products with Printful, but we'll also be able to create personalizable products with Tsunami. And that's going to give us that ability to have some really higher ticket items in our store. So let's go through Printful over here. And again, I'm going fast, but you could pause this and go back if you need to watch this in terms of the step-by-step. We're in the Add Product section of our Printful app, and I'm going to go to the women's t-shirt section. You see they have so many different styles. You can see the prices in terms of what it's going to cost you as a seller. And we'll pick this unisex shirt over here, and all we need to do is simply upload our design, right? This is how we create print-on-demand products. There's no ordering anything up front. There's no buying shirts and ironing designs onto them. There's no heat press. There's no transfer. There's no printing. This is how we do our product. We just simply create it in what they call the designer here. So I'm creating all of these different products here. This one is the I Do Crew design. I'm selecting the colors of the shirts that are going to be offered here. I'm going to allow all sizes, of course. Here I'm picking the women's mock-up. This is obviously very important. We don't want to show a men's mock-up here for a bachelorette party type shirt or a bride type shirt. So we picked the right mock-up. Now we're going to give it a title. I Do Crew, bridesmaid t-shirt. Obviously this would be a shirt that your bridesmaids would wear. And again, we love the gift angle in this business. So in the product description, we use something like the perfect gift for your bridesmaids. Okay, here we're going to set our pricing, $24.99 for our basic print-on-demand t-shirt. It's going to give us a nice healthy $15 to $17 margin on there. So making some nice money on our basic shirts. And then we're going to add the product into our store. It's literally that simple. I'll come over here into our product section. You'll now see our first product. Okay, this product does not exist. This product is print on demand. You see the title, the price, and it also gets placed automatically into our homepage collection. So speaking of collections, basically they're just categories on Shopify. I'm going to create some bridesmaids, groomsmen, bride, groom, parents of the bride and groom, right? Any category you want. Wedding party, dogs, whatever, literally doesn't matter. And now we can categorize our products into these different collections, which then allow us to specify the actual collections that we're going to show on the homepage. So for the bridesmaids section, obviously, I'm going to select the bridesmaids collection. For the groomsmen section, I'm going to go ahead and select the groomsmen selection. Right, and the collection list down here, this is just basically a link or a button link to each category. So created more banner images here. I didn't show that over here. Just did a quick pause in the video, but created more banners in Placeit. Now what I'm doing is uploading them into the correct sections, right? Uploading the designs into Placeit, creating those banners, and then taking the banners into our site. And we're just customizing the sections again. That's all we need to do. We can take a look at the site as it is right now. Definitely looking a little bit better. Obviously still very empty. Only one product. So we're going to come in and create a few more products. And we could do that very quickly by duplicating the product, or I'll just step you through it again and show you how to do it here. Upload a different design. Right, here's our second product. Last sale before the veil. Right, another obviously women's related shirt. And this is a bride t-shirt. Again, gifting angle. The perfect gift for the perfect bride. We already know our price, $24.99. So a lot of doing the same thing, right? And you could just go over here and click these three dots, click duplicate, and now we can start moving real fast and start adding product after product after product. Again, another bride shirt over here. We got our $24.99 pricing, and we're moving fast here. I paused it and just did about 16 products real quick. All print on demand, basic t-shirts through Printful. What I'm doing now, checking the checkboxes next to each product and adding them to various collections. The groomsmen collection, the bride collection, the whatever it is. All right, I'm coming back over here, made a little edit here, decided to take out groomsmen just because I don't have that many groomsmen designs yet. So having gifts for the bride, gifts for the groom, gifts for bridesmaids, right? We could change and add more sections later on as well. These, of course, aren't set in stone. And you see, we now have our little collection list. The image takes an image from the product collection automatically. See, I'm just doing more categorization here just to make the little featured products section show a little bit better. And we could change how many products are shown per row, all that great stuff. Now we're talking about pages over here. Again, this is in your back end under online store pages. We're creating the FAQ page and the contact us page. Make sure you note in the bottom right-hand corner of your contact us page, there's an actual template to allow for the contact form. Here I'm setting the navigation menu. Right, we want to have our products section, our best sellers, FAQ, and contact up there. Now I'm setting the footer navigation section. So we have our header navigation. You could buy a domain directly through Shopify. Highly recommend doing that. That's right inside the domain section. In the preference section, we're going to be able to set our title. We definitely want to install our Google Analytics code. We absolutely need to install our Facebook pixel. Facebook pixel is a requirement for sure. Analytics should be a requirement as well. There's instruction on how to do that, but really all you need to do is just click the button and follow the instructions. You need to pick a plan to get your store live. You're either going to pick the first or second plan. You don't need to go any more expensive than that. Moving on to settings, we have general settings, obviously just the title and the address of your store. No one can see that. We have your payment settings. You absolutely want to have both Shopify payments and PayPal, so go through the prompts and set those up. Not much you need to do in the checkout setting. The refund policy, privacy policy, terms of service, very easy. You literally just click these generate template buttons and they create them for you. Then we want to come back to the navigation and we want to add these pages to our footer navigation. Let's take a reload here. And you see our pages are created, our navigation is updated. Now we need to come into shipping. Shipping is kind of weird. Here's the way I do it. I basically just set it price-based shipping, and you're going to want to find the shipping rates from your print-on-demand provider to set that up. Now we're coming back into the Tsunami app because I want to show you how to do personalized products. And we're coming over here to the women's boyfriend t-shirt, and there are a couple different ways to do print-on-demand here. We have the pre-design section, which allows a combination of us uploading a design, which you're going to see here. We're uploading a design, and we're going to let the customer create the design. So how does that work? Well, here's the base design. Right, this says Bride Squad, but there's a blank spot at the top. Right, that's going to be where our customer enters in their name. I'll show you how that's going to happen. Nothing else that you need to do except select the colors and set the price and description here. With Tsunami, they automatically enable this personalization feature. So you'll see it over here in a second. We're setting $29.99 for the pricing because it's a higher ticket item, right? And we're going to literally tell them customize it. bride squad. And we'll put over here, customize it with the name of your bridal party, the perfect gift for your bridesmaids. Again, going with that gifting angle. Okay, but this product literally, it has a blank space in the design, and that's because the customer is going to be able to customize and personalize the shirt. So let's take a look at how it looks over here. Okay, so here's the mock-ups that get created, and it literally says customize it. All right, so we'll go over here, we'll pick black extra large, and when we press personalize, a designer comes up. And we could literally come in here and enter in our name, right? We can make the font smaller, we could change the font style, we could change the font color, change the positioning, rearrange it, do any color, and when we're happy with it, we simply press the add to cart button. And the really cool part is you could actually see it in the cart. Here's the customized product right there, ready to be purchased, just like any other print-on-demand product. So we're taking our library to the next level. We have so many different print-on-demand products, as you can see, right? A real full site. And we have those higher ticket items under personalization. Okay, now that we have the store built, we have the brand all set up, looking nice, we have products all ready to go, normal print-on-demand and personalized print-on-demand, we could talk about the actual hard part of this business, and that's going to be marketing, right? And you as an entrepreneur, an online e-com entrepreneur, your main job is all about finding customers, right? Doing the marketing, getting the perfect customers to come onto our store and buy our products. And in this case, the marketing is really pretty easy. It's very straightforward, and there's a lot of great targeting options, specifically on Facebook and Instagram, that are going to make this, pretty much a no-brainer in terms of the opening marketing. So first things first, we're going to be talking about Facebook ads and Instagram ads. And whenever we talk about Facebook ads, Instagram kind of comes in with that. Of course, Facebook owns Instagram, and they leverage both of these platforms together inside of the Facebook ad platform. So when you're running ads on Facebook, you simply just click an extra button, an extra placement to run them on Instagram. And the best part about Facebook and Instagram ads are these special demographic targeting options that we have. And I'm going to show you these. These are incredibly powerful, right? It's going to be very, very easy and obvious in terms of how we're going to run our Facebook ads and our Instagram ads. There's literally demographic options for people that are recently engaged, recently married, right? Obviously, we could always find people who are married or single or engaged, but there's also those timelines on it as well, right? Newlyweds, recently engaged, 3 months, 6 months, 90 days. There's all these different kind of criteria for that. And it's literally going right out there and telling us, okay, this is someone that is engaged or has been recently married or has been married for X amount of years. And well, we have an entire store based on products for these exact people. Couldn't be any easier, right? Literally, Facebook just spoon feeds you this niche on a silver platter, literally just saying, okay, these people are married, these people are engaged, these people have been married for 5 years, etc., etc. And of course, you can get more granular with your targeting, right? How about we have a shirt about fishing and marriage, right? We can go after people who are married and who like fishing, right? If we want to only go after wives who like fishing, right? We could also do that, right? Married, female gender, and fishing interest. Incredibly straightforward and incredibly powerful, right? This is the idea of Facebook ads just in general, right? There's all these different interests and targeting options for you to find your perfect customer. What we're doing here in the marriage niche or the wedding niche or the engagement niche, whatever you want to call it, we're literally using Facebook's built-in demographic targeting to just automatically have our audience. We don't need to think about it. We don't need to do anything crazy. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. Facebook tells us these people are engaged. We go and target our bridesmaids and groomsmen t-shirts to people who are engaged. Right? We have people that have been married for 5 years. We show them anniversary t-shirts. Right? It's super straightforward. Now, Facebook and Instagram, they're not going to be the only option there, but they're going to be the main one. So let's go over the shoulder. I'll show you real quick about these targeting options that I'm talking about on Facebook. I'm over here in a sample Facebook ad. I'm in the second step where we're creating our ad set, and this is where we have our targeting. Doesn't matter what type of ad you're going to be running with Facebook or Instagram, you're always going to have the audience section. And I'm going to show you just how powerful this is. We're only in the United States. Of course, you can go worldwide. We'll come over here to the detailed targeting section, and we'll click Browse. And instead of going to interest or typing in an interest, we'll go to demographics. And there's two main things we're going to look at. We'll go with relationship first because it's pretty obvious. Right? Let's say we want to have people that are married. Right? We can literally just check this box. In the United States, in terms of targeting on Facebook, we could hit 30 million married people. Okay, how about people who are engaged? Right? We come over here, click the Engage tab. Okay, we're going to see the number 2.9 million engaged people. Right? These are people that are absolutely 100% target customers for our store. Right? We're going to show them engagement or fiance or pre-marriage t-shirts. right? Obviously marriage, we'd have married t-shirts. Okay, you can even try these other ones like domestic partnership, but for the most part, it's not as accurate. Okay, relationship is one. Life events is even cooler. Okay, so we come over here. So anniversary. We have different timelines, right? Again, I'm talking about 30 to 90 days in your kind of retargeting audiences is the way to do it. Anniversary as an option. Okay. Newly engaged within 1 year. Okay, this is a timed option. Newly engaged within 3 months. Newly engaged 6 months. Newlywed 1 year, 3 months, 6 months, right? It's like Facebook literally did all of the hard work for you. And the marketing is the hardest part. But with Facebook ads, literally, we want to have people who are engaged within the last 12 months. Well, we literally have that right here. We have this exact audience, 820,000 people were engaged within the last 12 months. We can reach them on Facebook. We're going to run ads to our store, and we're going to advertise our engagement-related products. Boom, period. Super straightforward. The second big marketing channel here that I think is going to work really well, or that I know is going to work really well, advertorials. Okay, what is an advertorial? It's an advertisement and an editorial combined into one. What does that really mean? It's a sponsored blog post. It's a sponsored article, right? We're paying for this. It's just not presented in the form of like a banner ad or a Facebook ad. It's something that is more built into likely some place that has content, and that could be a blog, it could be a video channel on YouTube, or it could be a popular TikToker. Basically the idea, and it could be Instagram as well, like influencers, right? The idea is that we're going to have content written about us without it being purely promotional. And the reason that this works so well is that there's a lot of different content out there, a lot of content seekers in this niche, and a lot of different searches that are related to those contents, both, let's say, searching on something like Google, and also just searching for different people in these different communities, like blogs, or like influencers on Instagram about weddings, or TikTokers about weddings. So a lot of people looking for all this different content information, right? Easy example is, what are some great gifts for my bridal party? Right? You're a bride, you have 7 bridesmaids, you want to get them a really cool gift. You're going to Google, you're looking at gift guides, you're looking at influencers, you're looking at TikTokers in terms of other pieces of content that point to these good gifts. And we have, again, an entire store built for people in every different stage of relationships, engagements, pre-marriage, upcoming wedding, after the wedding, anniversaries, all these products. So we can get in all of these different types of content. And yes, we will pay for them, right? These are advertisement editorials, advertorials, otherwise known as just sponsored blog posts or sponsored content, right? We'll get our product into the hands of these people to actually review and to include in their gift guides and their top 10 gifts for newlyweds, 5 gifts that make your bridal party love you, blah, 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 right? You get the idea, right? Lots of content already out there, a lot of people seeking content. We're going to go and pay to get our brand included in some content. Okay, now you might be thinking, well, why would I have to pay for that? Well, you could do it the organic way, right? You can go and copy and paste 10,000 emails to 10,000 blogs and say, hey, please write about my product. It's really cool and it's perfect for your audience, but they get that all day, right? Lead with money. Money talks and money loves speed. That's how you're going to get this brand off the ground. You're going to be paying for paid advertisements, Facebook, Instagram, advertorials. It's all the same idea. We're going out there and reaching our perfect audience, and we have basically an infinitely large product catalog to show them at all times. So you don't always have to shoot for the bigger players as well, right? Niche influencers or smaller blogs, they could really do a good job for you as well, right? They're not going to generate tens of thousands of dollars in sales, but when you want to see positive ROI, when you want to kind of test this out, you don't need to be spending thousands of dollars at a time for some of the biggest publications. Go out there and look for some of the smaller ones. Now, you might be saying, how could I find these people in the wedding niche? Well, live inside the niche. I referenced this earlier, right? You want to live inside the niche. You want to see what's out there. You want to see what brands are being talked about, who's writing about what on social media, who's talking about it, who's videoing what on TikTok, et cetera, right? Who are the big channels on YouTube about marriages and wedding? And then you're going to start to understand really, what's out there in the niche. And that's living inside the niche. That's the key to doing any of these marketing strategies. But advertorial is one, obviously, where a prerequisite to that would have to be identifying important or valuable places to get your products posted. So that's going to be just something that anyone would do in any niche. Right? You have a cat product, you go out there and find where cat people read online? What videos do they watch? What TikTokers do they like? It's just the same thing for weddings and what I like to call living inside the niche. Okay, another strategy, another marketing strategy, super easy. Get these products in the hands of your friends and family. You know someone that's engaged? Perfect customer. Or I shouldn't say customer, perfect freebie customer. Right? You're going to give them product for free. Somebody in your family is getting married? Supply the t-shirts. Right? What are you getting in exchange? Video reviews. User-generated content, otherwise known as UGC, it's incredibly valuable. I have an entire course just on user-generated content. It's super valuable. It's the idea that you have some piece of content, hopefully a video or a photo of your product being enjoyed by an actual customer, or in this case, your friends and family. Or maybe you have a friend that's getting married. Talk to them and say see what you could do together. Right? Video reviews, video testimonials, the ability to showcase your product in video on a smiling bride and groom's face, that would be invaluable for this brand. And sure, we could use place-it mock-ups, and you saw they look great for sure. But imagine having a testimonial at a wedding. You see the whole background, the bridal party, they're all wearing your shirts, or they all bought gifts to give to their in-laws or the family members, whatever it is, right? Those testimonials will be worth lots and lots of money. So when you see someone on your Facebook or your Instagram feed talking about getting married, reach out to them and say, hey, I have a wedding brand. Let's see if we can work together. Right? You can give them stuff for free, you can give them stuff at discount, however you want to do it. Just understanding that you're going to have a huge ROI in whatever they give you back in terms of those videos and those photos that you'll be able to use in your marketing. You'll be able to use on social media. You'll be able to use on your website, on the store. So you really use it in a lot of different places. And like I said, it's incredibly valuable user-generated content. Another thing here that I think is very important when we're talking about marketing is retargeting. Okay, retargeting is the idea that we're going to market again to someone who has already interacted with our brand in some way. And the point here, everyone's going to do retargeting, right? That's not the point. Every brand, every business, anyone doing anything online will benefit from retargeting, right? It's the idea that maybe they just didn't want to buy the first time. We're going to go and remind them about our great products. But what we need to understand here is that there is a very, very huge emphasis on timelines, right? There's actually some built-in scarcity in this niche because you're not in this niche forever. Now, you might progress from engagement to married to anniversary and buy all of our different products. But most of the products here are time sensitive, right? So if you have someone that's engaged, how long are they going to be engaged for, right? And more importantly, how long are they going to be looking for engagement related products? So oftentimes when we're doing retargeting, we want to consider time constraints, right? 30, 60, 90 days, really, we want to stay within that time frame or less, obviously, to make sure that, our gifts and our t-shirts and our hoodies and our entire catalog is relevant for these time-based events, right? You just got engaged. Okay, great. The wedding's coming up. You're preparing for the wedding. You're buying gifts for the wedding. Okay, you got married, right? You're not going to be buying wedding shirts anymore. Okay, you could still buy anniversary shirts from us, and that's why we could have customers for life. But in terms of our ads, in terms of our retargeting ads, we want to be very, very strict with our timelines. We don't need to go all 180 days, which is the maximum for Facebook, right? 30, 60, 90-day audiences will work really well for retargeting. And this is retargeting anywhere, but you're most likely going to be doing a lot of retargeting on Facebook and Instagram. Another strategy, I think press and media. This is kind of that slow way of advertorials, and definitely very, very relevant. When there aren't that many kind of content marketers out there or content creators in your niche, you could use the idea of just press and media, right? And you'd want to, again, try to look for those blogs or those magazines or newspapers or whatever type of kind of content spot, could be video as well, where they reach your audience, right? So we want to get press not for the sake of kind of doing anything other than just extending our reach out there to potential perfect customers. And it does also help our credibility. We could put our trust icons up there. We could put our press icons on our site, as featured in Wedding Wire, as featured in The Knot, et cetera, et cetera. Now, by the way, I could also do that if I just pay for it. That's why I'm a fan of doing advertorials. I'll just pay to get in The Wire or The Knot. I'll pay to get in Wedding Wire. And all of a sudden, I paid a couple $100 and now I have my content on there. Now I could put their icons on my site. I could talk about it in my marketing, right? So there's a lot of different benefits of getting on here. So press and media would be kind of free. Advertorials would be the paid version of that, and I highly recommend going the paid route. You just get to move faster. Another kind of side effect that I think is important for this niche is search engine optimization. And that is basically a side effect that we'll get from doing some good content marketing. A lot of the advertorials, they're going to be on blogs, they're going to be on websites, they're going to be on hopefully very hyper-specific websites about weddings, engagements, anniversaries, and that's going to kind of feed back that SEO juice into our brand. And if we do this consistently, right, we're going to not only be paying for advertorials in terms of generating traffic and getting those press icons for added trust, we're also going to be paying for good SEO, right? And just, we could do a 30-hour talk on SEO, but real quick, when you're getting these advertorials written for you, you always, of course, want them to link directly back to your site. That's a no-brainer. But also the actual clickable text, it's called the anchor text, of the link is important, right? Let's say you want to rank for a keyword like funny wedding t-shirts, have them link to your site with the words funny wedding t-shirts. That would be the clickable link. And, this is not a killer SEO strategy. This is the most basic upon basic strategies, but it's just about, you understanding these best practices to make the most of the money that you spend. I think another place, kind of on the smaller end, Instagram influencers, TikTok influencers, paying for promotion there, very similar to advertorials, right? We're basically paying for placement, paying for attention of people who have the attention of our perfect customers. So don't be afraid to, lay some money out on the line for a good audience. It's the same thing as a Facebook ad. If you're doing it on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, when you think about it, all you care about are those eyeballs. They come from Facebook, great. They come from Instagram, great. They come from YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, Pinterest, Google, other blogs, fine. You don't care as long as people are coming to their site and they're into your products. And we have a really good kind of ability to supply products to people at lots of different stages of relationships, right? You have a 19-year-old single guy, probably not our customer, right? They're probably not buying an engagement shirt, probably not buying a wedding shirt, definitely not buying an anniversary shirt. Maybe they're buying something for their parents as a gift. But, apart from that, like if you're in any type of relationship, you'll be able to buy a product from our site. And that means we have a huge, huge audience. And on top of that, with Facebook and Instagram specifically, like I showed you, incredibly easy targeting. Incredibly easy, where they just spoon feed you the exact people in our niche. So that's really why I like this niche. We have high ticket products with those personalized products. We have traditional print on demand. We could even do drop shipping products from dropship suppliers. And we have a steady, nonstop stream of new customers with very, very easy targeting and marketing. So that's really why I like this niche so much. So that's my entire business plan for Shopify print on demand in the wedding niche. And really, I hope you just take advantage of this, copy exactly what I did. That's the whole point of this video. I know I went pretty quick on some parts, so make sure you go back, watch it again. You can stop it, rewind it, pause it, do whatever you want. Make sure you jump in, or at least adapt these strategies to a niche that you want to jump into. And I think you're going to do pretty well. Really, these kind of strategies work universally with Shopify print on demand. All about kind of building a nice, trustworthy store with a great brand, integrating the print on demand so you don't have any product risk or fulfillment, and then just doing some really nice, well thought out marketing. So please give me a like and a subscribe if you like this video. I've got tons more training videos, all free on my YouTube, so make sure you check that out. I've also got my totally free Facebook e-commerce mastermind. It's called Cener e-commerce mastermind. Link is below in the description. Totally free resource for you to connect with me, ask questions, and it's a great community of other e-commerce entrepreneurs, most of them focused on Shopify. Actually, if you're in that group, I'm going to be giving away this exact store, the down the aisle store that I built for this video. I already have a wedding brand. This was strictly just for kind of this video, so I'm going to give it away to someone in the group, a little contest running on that. So if you're in the group, check that out. But really, most of all, I hope I excited you about print on demand. I hope I showed you something that you can really make some money off of. This is a great niche. Check it out. If you want to copy my business plan, by all means, do it. Jump in. Let me know how it goes in the comments, and I'll talk to you real soon.